Amazon shows off its new Prime Air drone, Blackberry pulls out of Pakistan, Apple Music is coming to Sonos, and more. It's Monday, November 30th, and this is Crunch Report. Hello everyone, happy Monday! Amazon updated its Prime Air project today, just about 2 years after it showed off the first iteration of its delivery drone, which has now moved to more of a hybrid design. So it's still a quadcopter, it takes off and lands vertically, but then it can also switch to a regular horizontal flight mode like an airplane, which is kind of more efficient for long distances. Amazon says that the new design allows the drone to cover over 15 miles and fly over 55 miles per hour, and that it's working on a family of drones for different environments and purposes. Now, the new style is definitely bigger than the previous renderings, at least on paper, and that's potentially problematic if it's flying through the air and people don't understand that it is not an alien or something like that. Once it arrives at its intended location, it'll scan the area and look for a landing spot. For example, an Amazon logo in your backyard, that sort of thing. The drone then lands, drops off the package, and then takes off again. It's crazy, but it's true. They're really working on this. An Amazon spokesperson tells TechCrunch, one day seeing Prime Air vehicles will be as normal as seeing mail trucks on the road. Hey, happy Cyber Monday, everybody. Woo! It's a day that sounds a lot like porn, but it's actually just about shopping. Let's get caught up on how online retail is doing. According to Adobe, which has been tracking 4,500 sites, including 80% of the top 100 retailers, the first 2 days of the U.S. holiday sales period, that's Thanksgiving and then the day after, which is Black Friday, totaled $4.45 billion in online purchases, with mobile devices, the majority being smartphones, accounting for a record $1.5 billion of that amount. Now, mobile still lags behind desktop computers in sales, but that gap is really shrinking. IBM says that mobile accounted for 60% of all online traffic on Thanksgiving, that's up 14.8% over a year ago, and took 54.4% of traffic on Black Friday, which is up 16.6% from last year. Now, as for actual sales, mobile devices made for 40% of them on Thanksgiving, and Black Friday saw 35.3%. Comscore also predicts that mobile will account for most of the growth in e-commerce holiday shopping this year. Facebook founder and CEO Mark Zuckerberg announced last night that he and his wife, Priscilla Chan, have launched the Breakthrough Energy Coalition with Microsoft founder Bill Gates to invest in zero-carbon energy technology around the world. They're trying to solve the problem of climate change. The organization's members include other big names like Richard Branson, Jeff Bezos, Alibaba's Jack Ma. Now, the UN Climate Control Conference is taking place in Paris this week, where Gates and U.S. President Barack Obama are expected to launch a new initiative called Mission Innovation to double public investments in energy research over the next 5 years. Now, the Washington Post reports that 19 countries have already joined Mission Innovation and will increase their annual spending on clean energy research and development to $20 billion by 2020. Now, the Breakthrough Energy Coalition, it's a separate program, aims to cover gaps in government funding in countries by commercializing the most promising and scalable ideas to come out of public research institutions. That's electricity generation and storage, transportation, industrial use, agriculture, and energy systems efficiency. Blackberry is throwing in the towel on Pakistan, at least for now. The company confirmed that because of Pakistan's national government continuing to demand to monitor user data, Blackberry chose to withdraw from the country of 180 million people. Now, back in July, the Pakistan Telecommunications Authority, or PTA, said that it would shutter Blackberry Enterprise Services, known as BES, by December 1st for security reasons. Now, Blackberry encrypts emails, BBM messages, and other data from its users, which prevents authorities from gaining access to information, even when it's necessary for national security. In a statement, Blackberry explained, quote, Pakistan's demand for open access to monitor a significant swath of our customers' communications within its borders left us no choice but to exit the country entirely. Blackberry previously gave Indian authorities access to data from BBM and Blackberry Internet Services back in 2013, and is believed to have made similar concessions in Russia and China before that in the past as well. Turning over a new leaf, I guess. My fellow music lovers, I've got good news. That speaker company you like is going to come back in style. Sonos just announced that it'll be adding Apple Music Beta on December 15th at no extra charge for users. Now, a reminder that Sonos works a little bit differently. Doesn't use Bluetooth, doesn't use AirPlay, doesn't use Chromecast audio to hook into services. Sonos speakers are connected to your overall Wi-Fi network, which you control via the Sonos app on your phone or a computer. Now, it's great if you use multiple music apps because then you just control everything from that one place. And for those of us who loved playing our very carefully curated RDO stations via Sonos, RDO, why must you go? Apple Music might be a great alternative for us. Of course, Spotify is there as well, also Sonos compatible, as is Pandora, as is SoundCloud. It works with a lot of services. Now that Apple Music's on Android as well as iOS, Sonos support checks off all the major availability boxes. And there's always music in the air. And if you know what I'm referencing, we should get married. And that is the report for today. I'm Sarah Lane. Crunch Report airs every weekday at 7 p.m. Eastern, 4 p.m. Pacific on TechCrunch.com and on iTunes and on YouTube as well. We'll see you tomorrow.